Hello, mic test. This is the product basically. There are 4 segments here and the information to extract here, which is the search name. For example, if you don't know the ticker of the company, just write the name of the company and just hit enter. It will recommend the particular ticker for your company. For financial data, I have covered all the different aspects of paid API as well, which is this many. Suppose, for example, if I click on social sentiment, you'll see the information about the social sentiment as well. The third one is calendars, IPO calendar, economic calendar, dividend stock calendar, and so on. And the last one is stock news, which is of this particular ticker. If we write Tesla, you'll see all the news for Tesla as well. You can see there is a lot of news available on this one. Hello financial programmers, I'm 𝐤𝐬𝐝 Dashora and I'm back with a new video and some new learnings, and this is the second video of our playlist on financial modeling prep. In the last video we made this particular code, which is basically exploring all different types of data that we can extract for free. And if you remember, I also showed this code which actually uses Streamlit as well to make a web application such that we can use all these things in a very easy manner. In this video I am sticking to Streamlit. I will make a stock screener using Streamlit and financial modeling prep API. I have bought the paid version of this API as well. And guys, if you are new to my YouTube channel, on this channel I upload videos related to trading bots, using some highly valuable finance APIs like this one, making some PineScript trading strategies, implementation of AI in finance, etc. So if this is something that you are interested in, then you should just click on the subscribe button and also hit on the bell icon, because there is a lot of content in my pipeline which will be covered on this YouTube channel, and you can watch all the content for free. Let's come back and start creating our own stock screener using Streamlit and financial modeling prep API. And without any further ado, let's start. Okay guys, so I have selected one folder here which I created on my downloads folder, right? And inside this I am actually creating a file which is api.key.py, and then this is the API key. So what I'm gonna do here is I'll just paste my API key here and then save it, and then I'll make another .py file which will be referring to this one, such that I don't disclose my API key, because in this time this is a paid API. Okay, so I have pasted my API inside the single inverted comma, and let's make another file here which is fmp2.py. Here I will export the requests library. As you already know, in the last video as well, I exported requests, pandas as pd, Streamlit as st. Guys, if you don't know what is Streamlit and how to use it, basically it's a library which is used to make web application. If you would like to know more about Streamlit, then you should check out my entire playlist that I created a few months back on Streamlit, which is very helpful. I started from as simple as how to download and then install Streamlit, because it's a bit difficult to install Streamlit, and then I've covered a couple of videos on how to use Streamlit in the most efficient way. Apart from these 3 libraries, from API key, import API key, right? This is the API key that I have actually pasted on this particular file, right? Let's again come back to our API documentation. So if you remember guys, the sales revenue by segments was not available for free, and now let's see, is it there? I'll just click on this particular link. Okay guys, so I have deleted the API key because it mentions the API key here, but anyways, so this is the entire link, and you can see that the data is now available. So we can see Mac, service, wearables, iPad, iPhone, and these are the different revenue segments through which Apple is making money. Perfect. So there are other things as well which are available for only paid version, and let's see, institutional ownership. There's something that is very interesting here as well. You can see this is a very interesting data, to be honest, because this is something which we cannot get on a lot of places, and we have to switch to very expensive alternatives like Bloomberg. But yeah, you can see this information is quite easily available here. I just need to use requests library and extract all this thing in Python. ESG score will be available for sure. Yeah, definitely Apple, and you can see the social score is 50, environment score is 50, governance score is 63.3, ESG score is 54.43, and this is the URL of SEC. Let's see what is here. So I'll just copy and paste it in the browser. Okay, so this is the entire filing at SEC, which is Securities and Exchange Commission, which is a government regulated website, and Yeah, so I think it's good. They are referring to these filings which are available on SEC as well. Okay, so what more things? Private companies fundraising information, price target, upgrades and downgrades, all these things. And actually let's just check a couple of things more, which is the first thing is stock news. I'll just click on this one. Yes, this is great. So Apple, and then you can see this is the stock news, the date of the stock news, and the website of this particular stock news. This is something which can be used on sentiment analysis as well, and it is very interesting. The last thing that I am actually interested in is insider trading data. Yeah, this one. Okay, stock insider trading, which is here, and insider trading transaction type, insider trading symbol Apple. Let's click here. I have to delete the API key all the time when I click on the link, but anyways, so this is the insider trading data, which is, let's see what all things are available. Transaction type is 𝐲𝐝 Andrea director, and the securities transacted is 68,000. This one, and it is actually available in the SEC filing as well. It's great. I don't know what is 𝐲𝐝, to be honest. It's some sort of gift or something, but I don't know. So sale is another thing done by Condo Chris exempt F in kind. To be honest, this is something that I don't know, so you guys just Google it and let me know in the comment section if you know it, what type of insider trading information is this. So anyways, something very interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'll create a stock screener on Streamlit for all the different types of things which are available here. And let's do one thing. In the last video we created a free API data segment. So in this video, what I'll do is I'll create a drop down in the web application where if you select the free one, it will show all the data types which is available for free. If you click on the paid one, it will show you all the data types which is available on the paid API, so that you can compare it on whether is it worth buying this particular paid API or not. Perfect. Let's come back to our Python code here, and here in the terminal, let's just write Streamlit run fmp2.py. It will open an empty web application because we have not done anything. So yeah, this is an empty one made with Streamlit. Okay, let's just write a header here, which is st.header financial modeling prep screener. Let's save it here, always rerun. Perfect. So we have got our header here. I will create a sidebar here. So st.sidebar.input text, and let's get the tickers here. The default one is, say, Apple. Right, and this is basically ticker. Oh, let's just write symbol. Let's save it. You'll see on the sidebar on the left hand side, you can see ticker here. Right, next line. Let's create a drop down here. Free or paid API is equal to st.sidebar.select box, and the string, the title here is account type, whether it's free or paid, and options is equal to, inside this I'll just write free comma paid. Right, Control S, and then let's come here on the left hand side, you can see free and paid. If we click on free, it should be showing us all the free data types, and if we click on the paid one, it should show us all the paid data types. So I just copied and pasted this particular segment because in the last video as well I mentioned about it. So basically, if we click on the free API segment in the drop down, it will refer to the base URL. If you remember in the last video as well, we refer to the same URL, and this is exactly the repetition. So I'm not gonna cover it here because the main motive of this one is to cover both the paid and the free data. But yeah, so basically I have like written all the different types of data which are available for the free API right here in the select box. Right, and I just changed it a bit. Basically, if you select the last one, which is the historical price smaller intervals, then it will create another select box with the interval of 1, 5, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour and 4 hours. It will create the final URL and then make the final data as a pd.data frame, right? And then we will just write it here like st.write. So if I save it, let's come back to this one. So if you click on paid API, it will not show anything because I have not provided anything. If you click on the free API, in the last video I covered about I talked about all the different data types which are available for this one. There is just a change in the last one, which is historical price smaller intervals, because in this case we have to provide the interval as well. If you click on any one of these particular data types, you can see the entire table in front of you. For example, in this case I have selected cash flow statement, but if you click on the historical price smaller interval, I will have to provide the interval as well. So 1 minute, 5 minutes and so on. So let's select 30 minutes, right? So this is the 30 minutes. On the row headers, we have the date, open, low, high, low, and close. But I want it in the column header, so I provided it to transpose. So I'll just select no in this segment, and you'll see we have the transposed data here. Perfect. So yeah, this is everything that we talked about already in the last video, right? Now let's make it for the paid version as well. So we will have to create like things for this particular segment as well, right? So let's come here and then let's write if copy and paste it here is equal to paid. Then so this is the URL that let's just copy this URL, because I can see for the free version it was v3, here it's v4. So I'll just copy the entire URL here and let's just paste it here. Right, so this is the URL. Let's just provide the f string here, the base URL here. In this case, for example, you can see it's v3. I'll just copy and paste it here, and let's just remove the v3 here, and till here it's the base URL. So I'll just change this particular to base URL, right? This particular is the symbol, and the last one is the API key, right? And this is the financial data, right? So I'll just write another thing, which is financial data is equal to, or let's just write financial data 1 is equal to this particular thing, right? And we can replace this one as well, like this one, financial data 1. Right, the remaining thing remains the same. So let's just print st.write data. What is the data here? So let's just save it. Let's come back to code. So yeah, this is the data here, right? And actually I'm just interested in the first one, which is as of September 2022. It's at 0th index. So I'll just write dot, or I'll just replace data with data and then 0. Yeah, perfect. So I'm just interested in this one. Now df is equal to pd dot data frame data, and let's print df rather than data. Save it. Yeah, so we have got the segmentation here. So in the paid API, we have actually got this. So actually I should be creating the drop down here to select the type of data that I would like to see, because I have done the same thing here, financial data type. I'll create a drop down for this one as well, which is this one. So let me just write financial data 1 again is equal to st.sidebar.select box, right? And this thing I'll just write the same thing, which is this one, financial data type, and then options is equal to, the first one is revenue segmentation, second one, let's just keep it empty as of now, and then here I'll just write an if condition, which is if financial data 1 is equal to revenue segmentation, then it's like this one, then financial data is equal to this, and I'll just change this as well, and let's just save it. Perfect. So this is paid, and then you can see revenue segmentation here. If you click here, it will give us this one. Got it. Now the next one. The next one is institutional ownership. I will copy this particular link as well. Let's come here and paste it here. So I'll just write institutional ownership, right? So before pasting, let's just write institutional ownership. Right, so this is the second one. If financial data 1 is equal to institutional ownership, then financial data is equal to something, yeah, that we will figure it out after pasting the URL. So URL is basically, let's just copy and paste it again. So this is the URL, right? I'll just write f string here, base URL is already here, up to here, and delete, provide curly brackets inside this base URL. I think this is the data financial data type, but I'll just write in some time. This one is symbol, the last one is API key, which is this one. Perfect. And this is basically the financial data type, which is institutional ownership / symbol ownership, right? And I will replace this with financial data, right? Let's just copy this and paste it here, st.write data. Let's see what is the final output here. Okay, so here I'll just go to institutional ownership. Okay, so we have this particular list. I can just directly convert it into pandas data frame. Perfect. So let's go back. Okay, so here df is equal to pd.data frame, and then inside there's data, and rather than this I will just write st.write df. Let's save it, select this institutional ownership, and you can see the data frame in front of you, right? Date is on the left hand side, and then different data types on the column headers. Perfect. There's the second one, right? If we go here in the revenue segmentation, let's just click here. So yeah, revenue product segmentation, In revenue geographic segmentation, so there are two different things here. If we click on this one, yeah, so this is providing us information about different geographies. So let's do one thing. In the revenue segments section only, I'll create one more drop down over there and create an option to select one of these two things. I'll just copy this text and I'll come to this segment. So let's just paste it here for some time. Here, it's a part of revenue segmentation. So I'll create another drop down here. So I'll be using select box here. The title is revenue, or actually data to extract, right? Comma, options is equal to, the first one is revenue product segmentation and the second one is this one, right? And then close the brackets. I think that's it. If we save it, let's come to our web application. So I'll just select the revenue segmentation. It will open another drop down, and here I can select the geographic segmentation as well, and you'll see the segmentation as per the geographic here. Right. So yeah, this is how we can actually keep on extending this particular web application, and you can see that there are multiple things available on this particular segment. Now, in order to make a very extensive web application, I will not waste a lot of your time, because this is something that I will keep on doing again and again for different data types. But yeah, I think you've got a very good idea. Well, I'll just pause this video for some time and then come back. I will create some of the data types here and I'll just show how I did it in the code. But just before that, guys, I have a very important information to share. Recently, I launched a course on Python for financial programming. So if you are trying to learn Python for finance from scratch, then this is something that you might be interested in. Just go to my website, which is fpritvik.com/python. Over here you will see two buttons, Indian candidates, non-Indian candidates. So you can click as per your location. It will redirect you to the main website where the entire course information is available. You'll see that there are 5 sessions, 10 chapters, 22 videos, 10 quizzes and 3 assignments with 2 live projects. And this is the entire syllabus of this course for all the people who are interested to learn Python from scratch and who are struggling learning Python on their own. I highly recommend it because it's very, very affordable, and I have covered a lot of things from a very, very simplistic eyesight. And in the end, in session 4 and 5, you'll see stock analysis and investment portfolio creation projects, which are my personal projects. We did it using some financial analysis. If you use RTK40 code, you'll get an instant 40% discount, which is only available for the first 100 candidates. So yes, guys, I'll see you in the course. Let's come back to our code. Okay, guys, so I have created some of the data types here. The first one is the revenue segment, which is basically this one. If you remember, we already created this one. So there are 2 different segments here. Revenue product segmentation, and the second one is revenue geographic segmentation. Institutional ownership, this is the only one which is available, which is institutional ownership / symbol ownership. And I've also made it for ESG info, price target, analyst recommendation, and yeah, that's it. So if you save this particular code, let's come to our web application. You can see here in the drop down, there are different things available. If you click on the ESG info, for example, there are 2 things available for ESG info. Just select one of them and you'll see the final data in front of you. If you select something else, for example, price target, you can see the price target of 202, which is month average price target, and so on, right? Price target, consensus, and so on. The last one, which is analyst recommendation, which is the downgrades and the upgrades information. And like over there, you can see the news URL as well, news title, and the new grade, which is neutral, overweight, etc., and whether it's a downgrade or upgrade or hold. Right, so we can see there are 2 downgrades and other things are hold for Apple, and so on, right? Other thing which is available for analyst recommendation is upgrades, downgrades, consensus, which is this one. This is the final one, which is basically 7 people are saying hold, 26 buy, 1 is saying sell, 0 is strong sell, and 0 is strong buy. So the consensus as per this particular data is a buy for Apple, and so on. So yeah, this particular web application can be extended to a very, very extensive level. And yes, I have done the work for you guys. Basically, I have created a product which is based on Streamlit. So this is the product basically. So there are 3 or 4 segments here in the information to extract here, which is the search name. For example, if you are If you don't know the name of, I would say, the ticker of the company, just write the name of the company and just hit enter. It will recommend the particular ticker for your company, which is for example, in this case, it's MSFT. The second one is financial data, which is already something that you have already seen. The third one is calendars, IPO calendar, economic calendar, dividend stock calendar, and so on. And the last one is stock news, which is of this particular I would say ticker. So you can see for Microsoft, it's this one. If we write Tesla, you'll see all the news for Tesla as well. You can see there is a lot of news available on this one. If you guys are interested to get this particular code, which is this code, you can just write this code yourself. I'll just slowly scroll down a bit, right? Or the second solution is that I will save this particular code on my Google Drive, and over there you can just copy and paste it over there and just write Streamlit run, and then the name of the file, which is fmp2.py, and then this particular web application will open in front of you. So my already existing subscribers know that I share my Google Drive access. For my new members, guys, in order to become a Google Drive community member, just go to my YouTube channel, and over there just click on the access to my Google Drive button. Just follow some steps over there, and you'll see that it's very affordable to get my Google Drive access, which is, I would say, less than a third of a coffee price. And I'm charging this small amount of money because I had a couple of interns who are helping me to provide the best possible service or content to the Google Drive community members. And not only this particular code, there are many more codes and study materials saved on my Google Drive, including my trading bot and my PineScript trading strategies, etc. etc. My next video will be on WebSocket, so stay tuned to my YouTube channel if you don't want to miss out on that as well. If you liked even one thing about this particular video, just click on the like button down below, because it's very helpful and really helps with the algorithm. And also subscribe and hit on the bell icon if you are interested in the content that I'm creating. For freelancing queries, just write me an email on this particular email address, and I'll try my best to reach out to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. You can click here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and over there you'll see the entire playlist on financial modeling prep. The next video will be on WebSocket on next week, and over there you can see the most recent video that I uploaded. So guys, keep learning, keep financial programming, and I'll see you very soon. Until then, peace.